And what is up, everybody? Jeremy here, excited to bring to you another Starfield Creation Kit tutorial video. Today we have tutorial number 16 coming at you. This one's all about setting up a very simple quest to get you started and create additional more interactions in the world that you're building. So yes, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as everything does help out. And don't forget this is part of an entire series. So if you're learning how to mod it and use the creation kit for the very first time, be sure to check out the beginning. It'll show you how to get set up. It'll show you how to get your very first mod created in about 30 minutes. And then there's a bunch of other videos in this series that will help you learn the creation kit even more and show you how to do certain very specific things. But yeah, yes, let's do this. Let's go set up what we're trying to do. So quest, let's do it. So currently, data stuff. Let's go. Let's talk about the data stuff. Let's go to our data files, and we're using Starfield.esm. We're continuing this tutorial series. In the previous set of videos for space halves, we also included the sfbgs006.esm, that master file. And of course, we have our standard tutorial set master file, the asset master, been using this whole time. And of course, in our current location, we are currently at our practice facility. We're in our practice facility here, so we are at the Copernicus. And then on layers, we are set at our landing pad set furnishings. So try to keep some of the stuff side to side. Or yeah, I mean, you can, depending on how you want to organize things, you may want to say, hey, there's a layer just for quests or something. I don't know. Totally up to you. But yes, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, this is the idea. We are going to set up something where, hey, there's a data slate right here. You pick it up, it activates a quest. It'll tell you to go somewhere, right? We'll have you go to the space station we just created and then see what's going on with those guys sitting on a bunch of toilets. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So let's set that up. Let's go into our object window here. We're going to go under character. Let's go straight up to like all this stuff. Oh, look at that. Character is going to be under quest. And I currently have my filter to JRamosWorks. That's fine. But yeah, so if I remove that filter, you have all this stuff going on. So I'll just leave it there because those are the files that we're going to only work with today. Well, actually, no, I should say that. I'm going to keep this object window 1 specifically for the quest stuff, and then object window 2 that will be to grab some other additional objects we might need. So right here, I'm just going to hit right click. I'm going to hit new. And we're going to, oh, my object window is way over here. So yeah, the quest window is huge, right? So the quest window is huge. So we're going to start off just putting our ID, JRamosWorks underscore ramtech, and we'll put in quest. So I think that's how I'm going to set up all my prefix stuff, where I just type in the whole thing, quest, and it's going to be toilet gathering. Toilet gathering. There it is. So quest name, Ramtech toilet gathering. Oops. Put a space there. Gathering priority. So I haven't noticed it. What? What? Like I haven't played around with priority, but I hear like what I read. It's like you should probably for something that's not as what do you call it? Essential to or crazy. Like, this is essentially an activity or a side quest. So I'll just hit 50. So I mean, I hear like something more important should be like 35, unless it's like a main quest in the game or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. So start game enabled. Yeah. Run once. Yeah, that's what we want. And then for the type, you can make it an activity or you can make it a side quest. I'm gonna make it a side quest because activities, it's very small. So just like imagine that this is like a longer side quest. And we'll show you how that works in the menu as well. So we'll set this up as side quest, and then we're gonna hit OK. Because like we don't have all our tabs here, so basically you just go in here for the first setup in the quest data tab, initial setup, and then oh yeah, you have quest group here too. So I haven't played with that part. But yeah, we can go here and just hit OK. All right, hit OK. And then we reopen it again. And now we have all this tabs set up and everything else. Oh, that's the wrong quest. it's like everything's set up now. It's like, oh, that's the wrong quest. All right, here it is. All right, now all the tabs are showing up. That's where we want to go. All right. main quest, like the main tabs we're going to be using is going to be quest data, quest stages, quest objectives, and quest aliases. So those are the only 4 tabs we'll be focused on today. I mean, there's so many things you can use to help move quests forward, but we're going to focus on those. And the first thing we're going to do is just determine what our quest stages are. So here we are, quest stages. This is everything you need to do in this quest line. So it's going to be doing 3 things. You pick up a tablet, or pick up that slate, you go to the station, and we're going to have you sit on a toilet. So those are our 3 identified, I guess, tasks through this quest line that we need to do. So we're going to set it up. We're going to hit right click here. We're going to hit new. I mean, I think it's probably a good idea to set up one index that's 0, just in case. That one doesn't matter. So, because like you can always put something new in front of the other. So this is the conventions that I learned from the game, is that you should set your quest line or whatever category stuff in at least 10s. Initially 10s. I mean, I've seen, like, I looked at one quest line and it was already at the 100. Like, these are your, so it depends on how you want to divide it up. Like, these are your big, huge, like, milestones in this quest line. So if they do that, it's like 100, 200, 300, to go all the way there. The reason for that is because if you start like at those spots, then you can easily put more things in between others, right? So it's never just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they do the same thing in categories too, or variants, as you saw in our space hab. Was that the first one we did, or weapons? Was it weapons? It was something that had variants, but they did the same thing there. They always set up at least by 10s. So that way, once again, if you have something that's like, oh wait, I have another variation that should be between 10 and 20, you can easily put it in between, and then you don't have to like modify a whole bunch of other files. Like if you do 1 through 10 here, that means if you put something in between, it's like, all right, now I want something in spot 5. I need to put something in spot 5 now, a new thing. That means you have to bring down everything else by 1. So anyway, that's the idea. So we're gonna have 10, 20. We'll set this up all 3 of them. 30, and 30 will finish. So this one's gonna be, I picked up the slate. This one I went to the I went to the station, and 30, that's the finish. I will sit on a toilet. So here we go. We do here, and this is, by the way, this is what the whole dialogue, or not the quest stages window looks like. You have your ability to take notes, log entries. So notes, that's for you, right here. So notes, that's for you to identify what's going on. Log entry, this is what shows up on their log entry, your player's log entry, to identify what it is. Papyrus fragment, this is something that processes the progress, or maybe something else that's needed. Like maybe you want to remove an object, add an object, so forth like that. You also have conditions, complete quest, fail quest, so like all this stuff here, and then you have your rewards. So you can actually put a reward for multiple stages, it looks like. But yeah, we're going to only add this in for the final stage when you completely finish the quest. Alright, so continuing on, what we're going to do here is hit right click and hit, so we have empty and empty. We're still on index 10, so empty, log entry. So yeah, this is when you first pick up the slate. So also designer out, so player picked up slate. That's what happened, and now they're starting stage 10, right? So yeah, index, that's basically stage 10. Log entry. So yeah, you could put. So what did you put here? Like go to. So yeah, we're gonna have you go to the station. So go to Ramtech Space Station, Copernicus 4 to investigate toilet gathering. There. All right, that's 1. And then you're also going to add this papyrus statement. Oops. Thank you, check spell. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I don't need that. So gram text, right? So papyrus fragment, this is tied into the quest objectives. So yeah, I'll show you that first before you add some papyrus fragments. But yeah, this is what allows you to, I mean, let's just add it in. There you go. So what usually happens is that this Papyrus fragment is usually tied to quest objectives. So this is also displaying on the screen like where you need to go. So it sets a marker with your quest objective, right? So what you're going to say here, I'm going to just align 10 with 10. So it'd be set objective displayed. Right, so show me my marker, and it's gonna. I'll line it up as 10 here as well. Okay, that's 10. Now let's go to the second part of this quest, stage 20. Let's go into here. So right-click on log entry and notes, hit new. So log entry, like we just entered the space station. All right. So let's say, don't be awkward. Sit on a toilet. It's like, that's it. Designer notes. Player just entered the space station. Okay. So those are notes. That's your log entry. So, hey, why is this not showing up? Oh, wait. What the heck? Oh. Click on this. So, yeah. So interesting thing right here, right? You can have multiple stuff, but anyway. So yeah, you can have multiple lines, and maybe that's additional. I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't played with that. Hold on, let me do this. What happens if I hit new again? Huh. I don't know. I'll play with that another time. So why would I have the option to do two, and what would that be like? Like, why would that just be? I think I would have everything set as its own stage versus have more log entry notes here. I don't know. Anyway, Papyrus fragment. So I did not copy and paste. So I was like, copy and paste this one. Set objectives displayed, right? Right here, set objectives displayed. But yeah, we're gonna have one more set objective completed. All right, and that's gonna be 10, and then new one is gonna be 20. Right, so just as a FYI, when we put in our set objective, so set objective completed, that means you went to the space station, turn that marker off. All right, that's what it's essentially doing. You're setting up markers, your little trail of breadcrumbs to allow the player to know where to go next. Then set objective displayed to 20, so that means we're going to be marking the toilet. Say, hey, now go here to finish off this quest. So that's what we're going to do. And then on 30, right, stage 30, create a new log entry. And then designer notes is going to be players sat on toilet. All right, there we go. Papyrus fragment. This is completed all quests, right? Or complete all objectives. As I look at my notes, and just parentheses. And I forgot to compile. Okay, so we'll go back and compile all these. Now conditions, or wait, not conditions. This one, complete quest. So this complete quest, you have an option to fail quest 2, and what that means, what happened, I don't know. So probably sometime in the future. So I think, for me, I think there's definitely going to be some supplemental videos on tutorial number 16 to show some other things you do with quest lines, like maybe you have a kill type quest. Maybe there's I have so many different ideas in my head, but I'm going to start here simple. You pick up something, it tells you where to go, and it tells you to do something else. That's it. So, and then you have on the bottom rewards. We're going to right click new. We have our dialog box for reward windows. So you have XP reward, currency reward, and then items. So you could put anything here. Like you could essentially put the same like credits there too. So XP reward. It's kind of funny because it's a drop down. Right. So I'm just gonna hit XP so I can get to this bottom, or I guess there's a lot of XP in here. So bottom here, XP reward, and we'll do like miscellaneous quest large. All right. Currency reward. Let's go with credits. So reward credit. Is that what you wanted? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. So I would say, would it be credit reward? There, credit rewards. So yeah, you have options of what it is. So quest large. Hey, let's go large. All right. And then for items, right, we can look up Astra here. So that's these are filters, by the way. It might be weird because you're just like, it's like, what are these blank, like, text lines? All right, so I'm going to look up Astra here. Astra's right there. Perfect. We're going to give you 50 of these. And then in here, just right-click New. And I'll put the Astra in there. There, perfect. Reward conditions. You're going to add additional things in here as well. So, yeah, it's up to you, man. There's a lot of things you can do here. When we're done, hit OK. Now we have our reward set up. XP, currency, item. So, yeah, conditions like, all right, maybe it's based on this. Like, are you level 50? Or are you companions with so-and-so? So, like, conditions of, like, so many different conditions you can have here. All right. Is that it? That's it, right? Cool. So, that is... Oops. What did I do? Hold on a second. All right. Let's hit compile here. Oh, I missed something. Compiling fragments. Oh, yeah. I don't have my... Complete all objectives. Not complete all objectives. What was it? Complete all. Hold on a second. Complete all objectives. Is that it? All right. Sorry, not completed. Complete all. So compile. It compiles all the papyrus fragments. I guess. No. Maybe. I'm not sure. You might need to go through each one. No, you don't. You don't. Because like this is like papyrus fragment is actually part of something bigger that's running behind the scenes. So if you compile it, you should be compiling everything. All right. Anyway, next up, quest objectives. So this is where we need to set up your quest aliases first, because you need to have something that targets a specific point on the map or in another cell. So that way you can set up another like a map marker or a quest objective marker. That's what it is. A quest objective marker telling you where to go next. So we'll need to do this. We'll definitely need to do this, but let's go ahead. Before we do this, let's set up all the pertaining objects on where to go. So that's it. Like what are the objects? What are the pieces that moves this quest along? So let's save this piece for now. Hit OK, and we're going to actually save our file. Because we've gone a long way already. We've gone a long way. We've set up all the stages. All right. So what we're going to do first, we're going to add our objects in. We're going to put a slate right here. So that way, when you pick up that slate, it activates the quest line. So here we go. We're going to go into our second object window. Our filter is going to be just slate. Hit slate. I'm going to grab this rename test data slate. Bring that in, drop it on top of this crate over here. There's the slate, and let's double click on it. So reference ID, we're gonna edit the base. Just edit that base. All right, ID. So we're gonna pull this JRamosWorks. Just go to RamTech, Quest. All right, slate. Let's put slate first, and then identify quest and this toilet gathering. And then name of this. So this is what you see. So I'll call this toilet gathering. Toilet gathering. Or I'll do this. I'll say subject colon toilet gathering. It spells toilet gathering on space station. All right. So left header set. You can like just places on top of this slate, two corners. I'm going to remove both of these. And then for the book text, it will be from RamTech Management subject toilet gathering on space station. And then there seems to be a gathering. The crew on space station. The crew on the space station is acting a little weird. We're hearing rumors. We're hearing rumors of an event called toilet gathering. Can someone go check it? Can someone go check on them? There we go. That's it. And that's going to start the quest. Okay. So that's that. We're going to hit OK here. No, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate. Oh, rumors. We are hearing is this like the British version? Anyway, so Okay, we'll go with that. Rumors. Fine. Change. All right. Hit OK. This should create a new form for me. Yes, perfect. And then in the reference, we already have the tab scripts here already. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to add a script here. And one that you're going to add is called default. So yeah, you also have all these other defaults. So maybe I like the default ref on. So this gives you little documentation on what you could do, because like you have things that are going to relate to stage. So maybe I'll do the stage. No, never mind. I'm not going to do it anymore. No, I'm not going to do that. So you have all these other pieces, and you have documentation on how it works. But I think everything that we use here on our scripts are default ref, default ref, right, for all of them? Yeah. So that's what we're using to set up and move the quest forward. So what's going to happen here, what I want is default container change to. So that means, think about your player as a container as well. So you picked up the slate, that's going to activate the quest line. So default ref container change to, right? And then brings up all this. And you have your quest properties, all this stuff. So what you want to do, quest to set or check. So we definitely want that. So double click on this, right? Double click on that. And on the right side, it's going to open up this filter set. So here, and of course, because like there's a bunch of quests now, right? I'm going to hit filter. I'm going to hit ramtech. And then on my object, so these are the two current quests. So yeah, notice that you create dialogue through the quest, through quest forms, I guess. Is that what we call these forms? Anyway, ramtech quest toilet gathering. That's what we're going to set it to. Stage to set it to right here. So double click on this. And this one's going to go to number 10. So start up the quest at stage 10. So what does that mean? So that means like if maybe a person finds another object or another place that says, hey, this is going on right here. They might be able to jump ahead to another stage. So that's totally up to you on how you want to do it. That's what the prerequisite stage is for. Okay? And of course you turn off stage. Like usually, I don't know. I haven't seen this yet. it's like I haven't seen as I go through quests and try to identify. I haven't seen it. All right. Anyway, prerequisite. No prerequisite for this one. So then we're done. We're hit OK. But yeah. I mean, just double click on it again. Of course, there's all these other options that. So I need to set player only to true, right? Because this is going into the container, which is you. And of course, there's other things you can check. You can check out other aliases. Like maybe you want to put it in another container, or maybe you want to put it here. So there's all these other options for you to determine where this item is moving to activate the next stage, the quest line. We're done. Hit OK. Hit OK. It's right there. Hit OK. All right. And then hit OK to the reference down here. So, all right, we have our first piece set. Right? Right. Yeah, that's the first piece set. Now we need to go to our space station. So let's go under to recent cells. Recent cells, or we just go to what it really is. It's a ship cell. Ship cell. And the cell filter, this is based on what we did in the last tutorial. I'm going to interior 001, our last two tutorials. Now we're in our space station right here. And let's go to the area where we played around with toilets. Here we go, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a trigger here, so when you first walk in the door, it activates the next part of the quest. And to do that, we're going to look up this cool thing called default state. Yeah, default stage, default set stage. Yeah, there it is. Default set stage trigger player only. All right, so this one, it's like, I'm guessing other people can activate it. So yeah, set state player trigger player only. Bring it right in front of the door, because that's where, when you first walk in, oops. All right. When you first walked in, it activates. And that should be good enough. But if you want to make this area bigger, this trigger area bigger, tap on 2, and you can actually open, like drag out the sides, make it bigger. It's like no way. I mean, there's no way that you can pass. Like there's our. That's where you enter, right? There's our marker for where you come into this room. But yeah, you can totally just set it up, and that's going to be stage number 2. So let's double click on this, or stage 20. That's our second stage. We already have the script already in there, because yeah, it's based on the idea that you are going to be walking in and triggering the next stage, or trigger some kind of event, right? Right. Double click on this. We have that same set of properties here. So quest to set or check, filter, RAM tech. It's going to be toilet gathering. Yay! Set stage 2. This is now going to be 20, right? You started at 10. That's when you picked up slate. 20. You reach the station. Yeah, perfect. Prerequisite stage. All right, so this is probably what I'm going to put in here. Like maybe. It's like, I know, it's totally up to you, right? It makes sense that, hey, you walked in and you see these guys sitting on toilets in front of you. It's like, what are you going to do? Well, join them. So you can set it this way. But like for a lot of times, like a lot of quests, like maybe you don't want that. Maybe you do want to have them start from the top. For in this case, just to show you, we are going to start from the top. But I think that based on the logic, if you walk into the space station and you see a bunch of guys sitting on the toilet, you probably don't want to be awkward. Or maybe you do. I don't know. So I'm going to say the prerequisite for this is make sure that the stage in this quest line, like you're at stage 10, right? So there we go. We're going to leave it at that. But yeah, you can set up, all right, you walk through here for the first time. Let's just jump to the next one, next part of the stage. All right, we're done here. Hit OK. And then hit OK on the reference. And we are set here. Cool. Now let's add this last one. Sitting on a toilet. We're going to be right here. Sitting on a toilet. And we're just work on the reference, because like this was already placed out here. We're just add. And then it's going to be activate. Default ref on activate. So you're activating the marker. So quest to set or check. Of course, RAM tech. And toilet gathering. Stage set to 30, which means you completed the thing. Prerequisite stage, yes. You want you to walk through that door, which, yeah, that's it. That's it, right? Yeah. Cool. That's perfect. I think that's it, right? That's it. We're done. Hit OK. See it there. Hit OK. It's such a big window. Look at this. Like, these are some huge windows. All right, hit OK. And in the reference, we're set here. Hit OK. Okay. Now that we have these two pieces set, now let's add in the final parts, which are going to be our set objectives and our aliases. So let's go back to our quest. And before we add these pieces to our quest objectives, you need to have them set as aliases. That's it. There's no other way around it. So hit quest aliases. We're going to create our first one. And we'll call this alias name first objective active. First objective. First active objective. Or first objective activated. It's like, and this one's going to be space station trigger. Right. There you go. So you have all these different things here to help you figure out what this is. So many different things, but I mean, essentially all we want, okay, all we want is a specific reference. So click on specific reference, but yeah, you have all these other things to identify. All right, help me identify where it's going to be, Find matching reference, create a ref to create ref to object, like basically creating another object during that quest for you, and like creating and pasting it somewhere. So a lot of things, but we're going to go simple with specific reference. Select force reference. You have the option to choose reference in the window. Of course, you can go by cell. But yeah, select reference in window. It's this guy, this trigger. All right, and then hit OK. Recommended field type change. This alias could use the location alias reference field type. Would you like to change the field type and add location alias for this? No. No, we do not. So hit no. Reference alias set. Hit OK. First objective. All right, that's set. Now we need a new one because we need a. So now when we hit stage 10, it's going to place an objective marker on that spot, and it's based on the origin of the 3D model. You'll see that in your map. All right, so alias name is second objective activated, and toilet. That's it, toilet. All right, that's it. Specific reference, yes. Select it, select render window. It's going to be this guy over here. This guy. That marker. Hit OK. And then recommended field type change, no. All right, we're set. Hit OK. We have our two aliases here. Perfect. ID 0 and 1. And we have our field type. Perfect. That's it. So quest objectives. You're going to hit right click new. And I would try to match the index to where it's at. So this one's 10, right? So match the quest or match the stage that's we're talking about. So we have, so when you pick up the slate, 10. What's it doing? It's telling you to go to the next stage. We're going to go to the next stage, which is 20. So quest objectives. So I started with 10, or this, like the 10's right there. So let me just make this 20. All right, got 10 and 20. 10, display text. Go to RAM Tech, Space Station, Copernicus. Notice how I have a character. So there's a character count there. 4. That's fine. So it's funny how like it turned into something bold as you typed along. So that was interesting. All right, now we have our quest target. So right click, new. So it's interesting how you have this. Let me see. So I guess there could be multiple there could be multiple at one time, right? Yeah. All right. So yes, I mean, yeah, it's true. You can have multiple targets based on what you're trying to do. And it's like you can go here or you can go there, and you could jump somewhere else in the quest line that's different stage based on what your options. And that could be fun. All right, so first object activated, quest target. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And then 20, this one is display text. So yeah, same thing. Don't be awkward. Right. So this is what shows up on your dialog box, like on the screen. Right. Shows up, or not dialog box. It just shows as a notifier on screen. This is what you need to do next. Display text. Don't be awkward. Sit on the toilet. Exclamation point. All right. Then target new. First objective. Nope. So our target alias is now a second objective activated toilet. Second objective activated toilet. That's what it is. All right. So those are our two objectives. So yeah, the only way you could put anything in the quest objectives are through aliases. All right. So there's a step there. So, oops, wrong button. Let's go in. Double check everything now. So stage 10, 20, 30 set, player set on toilet, complete quest, complete objectives. Let's just hit compile again. And yeah, we have this nice option after we open it, is apply and save. So if you want to continue on, like you're just creating so much stuff in here, apply and save. Okay. That's it. We're done. Hit OK. And let's try this out in game. Right? That's it. So I'm just double checking myself. I think we're good. Let's hit save, and let's speed up and open up the game. Okay, so we loaded in to the interior cell of the practice facility. Let's go ahead and walk out. And let's go ahead and check out our slate. There it is.
Yes.
And I misspelled subject. I didn't miss that anyway. Let's pick it up, and there it is. So yeah, if you added those headers, it would be like the 2 headers in the slate. It'd be right here, and maybe I'm guessing the right one would replace this. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's right. So yeah, there it is. Crew's space station is acting a little weird. We're hearing rumors of an event called a toilet gathering. Can someone go check on them? Question mark. All right, exit the tab, and now we have our new mission set up. And if I hit L, look at our mission. There it is. Ramtech toilet gathering. It's set up as a side mission. So this would be this could be a series, but I mean, technically this should be an activity. But I wanted to show you the difference, right? So if you go to activities now and click on one of these, it'll just show where the next part where you should go next, right? That's technically yeah, that's it. It just tells you where you need to go next, where you should do it. This, it should line up like multiple times, and we'll do that. We'll look at it as we go through it. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit M, and if we back out, you can see that our target is not showing up. Oh, wait, did I set it? Did I set it? Hold on, I didn't set it. There, now it's set. Okay, okay. Now we hit M. There it is. There's our marker. There's an objective marker. So what's going on here? What's going on? Let's go back to the creation kit. Let's look at our quest. So the 2 things that we just kind of briefly looked at quest data. Quest data, we set the quest type to side quest instead of activity. And then in our quest objectives, we are now going to Ramtech Space Station. So that's where our first objective is set based on our quest aliases. Right? Right. Right? Right. All right, cool. So let's go back into the game. Let's go to the space station. All right. Let's do it. And I know I need to fix this because you have to go way up here. Look way up here to go to the space station. The space station is behind you when you first enter it. So let's go to zoom in. Let's dock. Oh, he's using super fast engines. All right, let's go ahead and dock.
Is clear.
And let's board. And right away, we should be activating the next trigger. And you can see on the top left, it already started to say, "Don't be awkward, sit on the toilet." So if we go into our, into our missions here. So yeah, we completed. Go to Ramtech Space Station. Don't be awkward, sit on the toilet. That's where we're at. So yeah, based on that's the side quest. It shows you each step along the way. But activities, it'll just show you the one. Right? It'll just show you that one. The next step. All right. So we're here. Let's go ahead and sit. Wait, where's my marker? Did I mess up the marker? Wait, hold on a second. Oh, I accidentally, I clicked out of it. So there's the marker. Hey! Sit on it. Completed quest, you get the mission rewards, 372 XP. We get our Astra, we get our credits. And we have Ramtech Toilet Gathering completed. So let's go back to L. Let's see it. Complete under completed. There we go. All right. So essentially, of course, the side quest is probably a longer set. But anyway, that's why I had to show ya. I had to show ya. And that is it, guys. That's it. We're done. We're done. I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to talk about. No, there's not. If you like this video, everybody, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget this is part of an entire tutorial series. You will get better, you will build your skill along the way. Once again, this one, based on what I'm doing, I am completely brand new to modding. This is my journey as well, and just learning along the way. So, I mean, I'm currently on tutorial number 16. There's still so much I haven't learned. There's a lot of things I haven't learned how to do just yet. So yeah, I'm going to show you along the way. I'm going to try to group things. Like I try to group things like anything with NPCs. I try to group those together. But yeah, if you're learning the tutorial kit, if you're learning the creation kit, if you're learning the creation kit for the very first time, wanting to learn how to mod for the very first time, definitely check out the beginning of this series. It will help you get set up. It will help you learn. It'll help you create your very first mod in about 30 minutes, and then all the additional videos along the tutorial series will help you develop more skilled, learn more of the basics, all the tools, and that's it. And we'll just learn how to do certain activities along the way, certain functions and whatnot. Yeah, that's it. Have yourselves an amazing day, everybody. We'll see you all next time. And if you have any questions for me, please let me know. Peace out, y'all. And thank you so much for all the love and support as always. Oh, the sending on the hearts. Sending on the hearts. We'll see y'all next time, everybody. Peace out.